I wrote graffiti on the bus. First I write her name, then carve a bus with my name last. On the looking glass, I seen her yesterday, but still I had to let her pass.
In a little bit. What are you, an idiot? Listen to the lyrics I spit like M1s. Got mad guns up in the cabin. Cause these ain't the one for the dipping and dabbing. I make it happen. You got your ass caught on your soul was fire. From the Honda Passport or the MP. What if you see? Then I miss you. I blow up spots like little sisters. Grind, grit your teeth. Grind, bite your nails. Took the
What's good? What's good? We gonna let it build up a little bit.
Junior Mafia, click thick like Luke Dance.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Honey, take a glance at the look to one. Pulling over in the Land Rover, playing Big Willie style with the chauffeur. You know what I mean? Stack the green, read all between the lines. A full act up, make the maggot hard to find.
Grab it if you love hip hop. Ladies, rub it if you love big pop.
Yeah, another one of my bitches. Yeah, let's get it.
Grab it if you love hip hop. Ladies, rub it if you love big pop. Got you open up the word I say because
just one like you in the blab, robotic kicking flab, or flavor bitter batter, chitter chatter, madder than the Mad Hatter. I bet you buy this, come by fatter. I got the data to turn your body into antimatter. And just like a piece of sizzling, you'll fit inside my stomach with the eggs and grits between. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up, let's make this official. Everybody, let's agree that MCs need a tissue. The folks, my only issue. I bet your mama miss you, and I bet the Mac take off like an MX missile. No more you whining on the charts climbing as I make the phone kicking out more harder than a line.
Yeah. Now, what y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shock, brawlers, who be dipping in the Benz spoilers, on the low from the Jake and the Taurus, trying to get my hands on some grants like Horace, yeah, living the raw deal, 3-course meal, spaghetti, fettuccine and veal, but still, everything's real in the field, and what you can't have now, leave when you will, but don't knock me for trying to bury 7 zeros over in Rio de Janeiro, ain't nobody's hero, but I wanna be heard on your hottest. I living every day, that's my word. Swimming in women with their own condominiums, 5+5s who drive millenniums. It's all about the Benjamins. What? I get a 50-pound bag of
Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising.
I wanna be closed out with the clutch. Drinking more liquor, driving a broke bigger.
Why these rappers get all up in your guts? French vanilla, butter, pecan, chocolate deluxe. Even caramel sundaes is getting touched and scooped in my ice cream truck. Yo, honey dip, summertime, fine jerry dripping.
What's popping? I'm glad that. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hold on. I didn't like how that sounded. It was a little bit too much. Right.
And you stopped the mix in the middle of the one of the best songs that you pulled through there just then. I was over here rocking.
Hold on.
Jerry dripping. Seen you on pickings with a
My
bunch
boy.
of chickens. How you clicking? I kept shooting strong notes as we got close. She rock rope, honey throat smelling like impulse. Your whole shell, baby's wicked like Nimrod. Caught me like a fresh
Welcome to the Bully Judge.
Not be God. Attitude is very rude, boo.
This the platform.
It turns me on like vines.
It's an open panel platform. I'm gonna put the.
Shirley Temple Cross was done by Billy Jeans. Black Mrs. America. Your name is Erica, right? True. Lazy apple, small V6 shoe. Caramel complexion, breath smelling like cinnamon. Excuse
the link is in the comment.
Goddamn, backyard's banging like a Benzie. If I were Jiggy, you'd be spotted like Spot McKenzie.
Yeah.
I'm high-powered, put a Dina Howard to sleep. You're parting. That's been on my mind all week. But back to you, labeling queen. Let's make a team. You can have anything in this world except cream. So what you wanna do?
How y'all do it up in the building tonight? I mean, this morning. Sorry. Hey. How's it going?
Chocolate deluxe. Even caramel sundaes is getting touched.
Yeah.
Challenge finest. What up, boo? Peace, your highness. Yo, I'm lounging. Big style, y'all niggas is the flyers. Moves you're making, true fire chooses, shaking out a rape patient. You're looking good, fly colored Asian. Ghettos, them is your hometown. We could go the whole round. After that, I'm shooting downtown. I'm rocking hats and your wig is all intact. Who's that queen bee chick? Eyes pearly black,
Freaks be moving in fly sneaks, 2-finger rings and gold teeth, and ain't afraid to hold heat. So when I step in the square, dear, you better have cream this shit. Weekends, Ben, I get. Watch these rappers get all up in your guts. Prince Vanilla Butter Pecan Chocolate Deluxe. Even caramel sundaes is getting touched. Scooped in my ice cream truck, who tears it up?
Black chocolate girl wonder, shake ground like thunder. Politic to your deficit step, give me your number. Your sexy, persuasive tatas and thighs. Catch my eyes like eyes, I want your body surprised. Double down sometime, ice cream, you got me falling out like a cripple. I love you like I love my...
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, I could tell you rock, I could tell by your charm. Fars girl, you got a flock, I could tell by your charm and your arm, but I'm looking for the one. Have you seen her? My psychic told me she have a like Serena, Trina, Gina for Lopez, 4 kids, and I gotta take all they bad to show.
Tagging people. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Making sure I'm tagging people onto this live. Yeah.
I sit alone in my 4-cornered room staring at candles. Oh, that shit is on? Let me drop some shit like this here. At night I can't sleep, I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. 4 walls just staring at a nigga. I'm paranoid, sleeping with my finger on the trigger. My mother's always stressing I ain't living right, but I ain't going out without a fight. See, every time my eyes close, I start sweating and blood starts coming out my nose. It's somebody watching the act, but I don't know who it is, so I'm watching my back. I can see him when I'm deep in the covers. When I awake, I don't see the motherfucker. He owns a black hat like I own, a black suit and a cane like my own. Some might say take a chill, B, but fuck that shit. There's a nigga trying to kill me. I'm popping in the clip when the wind blows. Every 20 seconds got me peeping out my window. Investigating the joint for traps. Checking my telephone text. I'm staring at the wall right on the corner. It's fucked up when your mind's playing tricks.
Looking on your pearl, I wanna see you calm in the middle of the dance floor. Your nigga can't fuck what you thinking.
Check. What's going on? Terry James, I'm about to send you the link, Jerry. I'm about to send you the link, fam. Let me tag these people real quick. Yeah.
Come, girl, I'm trying to get your pussy wet. Work that, let me see you drip sweat. Come, girl, I'm trying to get your pussy wet.
Sorry, y'all, man, we started a little late trying to build up.
Don't play with it.
Thank you for the ones that have slid with me so far. Yeah. I'd like to appreciate y'all, man. I like to hold on. Let me stop that. Thank you so much for vibing with me. We started a little bit late today. Me and Tyree had a little obligations that we had yesterday that permitted us to come on at 10 o'clock today. So Tyree, you there?
Yeah. I'm
I'm still tagging people, man. Me too, man. I'm tagging people and shit, man. I had promised that I would continue Bully Chuuch, no matter what, and we are here, and we're here to talk about it. I know we usually freestyle off the top of our head for these chats, because that's what it's about. It's about just open conversation for you in the chats. If y'all want to open up something to talk about, please put it in the chat, man. We will discuss it. We'll touch on it if it's within the realms of this platform. All right. No negativity as far as talking about certain people, talking down on anybody. We're not gonna have that here. But if you want to talk about something that troubles you with the breed, something that excites you with the breed, let's talk about it, man. Let's build on it. And that's what this, like I said, that's what this platform is for. This platform is for us to uh be honest, be upfront, but also to be respectful and to have boundaries around our conversation as well. We don't want to alienate anybody, or we don't want to make anybody put anybody on a spotlight, if that makes any sense. We want to just keep it an even platform. We don't, like I said, we don't want to talk shit about nobody. We're not here to do that. We're here to educate and shed the light on the fuckery in the game. Now, there's gonna be some times where there's gonna be names spoken. It just is what it is. All right, hold up, Jerry. Let me send you the link right now. Let me send Jerry this link. All right.
While I'm sharing it though, yeah, even though it's a freestyle, we're gonna start with like programs.
I got
And
something. I want something to touch on before we jump into the programs, right?
oh yeah, go ahead.
Because uh I want to speak on the functionality of these dogs, right, as well, man. Like, um Dave Wilson said it in the video. It was years ago that, yeah, he envisions these dogs to be uh muscled up, nice dogs, but he also said something that we've also lost along with the programs as fit dogs that are functional, dogs that can jump inside of a vehicle, inside in the bed of a truck, that can that's healthy. Now, we've had time to develop that, but um it seems like we are more enamored with the breed type of the dog versus tying it all in one, because it can be done all together, but you might a lot of people, might not want to do that because they might not breed to the dog that they're enamored with, that they're in love with, that they feel that could take their program to the next level. So they would pass, but they're actually taking a step backwards, because the dogs are not living. The dogs are not living past 3 years old, 4 years old. And that's because we're more enamored with uh the breed type of the dog instead of using balance. Now, I was one of those people, but it had something bad had to happen in order for me to get it. Something bad had to happen within my yard for me to actually to get it. That, listen, breeding for these but look at my program, and I posted on my Facebook the dogs that I was that, what I'm saying, my first two dogs out of, I had two litters. My first litter was two litters at once, and those two dogs went to show homes, right? And look, one of them passed away. Well, two of them passed, both of them passed away. One of them passed away because of bloat, you know, but she was the beginning of what I was trying to do. But I said, nah, I have to do something different because her blood was a little, it was a dead end at her mother's side. So I just decided to go over and do it over. But um I want these dogs to live, man. Do I want these dogs to carry breed type? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I also want these dogs to have a good quality of life as well. And I'm not willing to say, oh, I'm just breeding for breed type right now, and throw functionality and health out the window. Sorry, I refuse to do that. My bad. Go ahead, Tyree. I apologize, man.
Nah, you good. Go ahead. I'm still sharing.
Yeah. So I think along with that, I don't want it to get lost, because I had somebody hit me up and they said, man, I love the way you talk about breed type. I love the way you talk about breed type, but you don't talk about health enough. You don't, do you are you breeding towards health? But it's like, okay, I understand that we do talk about the look of the dog a lot here, right? And that's because that is lost. And I had to realize that the health of the dog, when I sat back and looked and reflected on what the message that the brother sent me, I had to reflect and say, okay, yeah, he's right. While we do talk about breed type a lot, we do not talk about the functionality, and we do not talk about the health of the dog, these breathing issues that comes with this breed, what to do when you have breathing issues with these dogs. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, right? Because uh a lot of people are still in denial that the bulldog actually is a part of this breed. And with bulldog in this breed, there's gonna come issues no matter what you say. You can have a whole litter with dogs with no breathing issues, right? Or you think don't have breathing issues. Run those dogs hard, right? And watch them tongues curl up, because when they reach their brink, you'll see it. You'll see it. No matter
You
how how much you say you run your dog, when you get to your dog at that brink, it will show itself. That bulldog trait will show itself.
you can
So,
usually tell before even then.
mhm,
Checking nares, um, smaller or more closed style nares. People don't really realize what the dog's nares are really supposed to look like just because there's an opening. If you actually look inside, you will see that there's glands that are bigger than the nair. So even though it looks like the nose is open, if you look inside, most of these bulldoggy dogs, even some that ain't even real bulldoggy but have it, you can see where the nair is closed on the inside. But that's just it's a bulldog trait.
right. And
So
a lot of our dogs, uh we want, says, yo, I appreciate your time and your information, man. Hey, man, we appreciate you joining us, man. We appreciate you being here. Without y'all being here, without a audience, man, without y'all input on these discussions that we're having, we're not just up here on Front Street. Y'all are here with us, man. What's going on, Jerry? How you doing?
Good morning. How are you? I'm cooking. I'm cooking some breakfast.
That's what's up, man. I'm a mute you until you're ready to join the conversation.
Oh, I'll, I'm ready.
All right, cool. So yeah, y'all. Uh, I feel that there's measures that we need to take with these dogs when it comes to their health. Yeah, okay. You're gonna have, oh, these dogs can't breathe. Yeah, that's because they have bulldog within their gene pool, man, and it's gonna pull out of these. And so what the hell is that? Oh shit, that shit made me jump, man. But anyway, because that shit was in my headphones, man. But anyway, um, so we need to take certain measures. What's going on, Chino? What's popping, fam? We need to take measures that is not usually talked about, uh to have these dogs to have a better health quality of life. Surgery for their nares, uh uh soft palate surgery, right? that will take your dog from one level to the next level, right? Then if that dog is a dog that a bitch or a male that you want to use, you just have to realize that there's going to be steps that you're going to have to take to breed that out or breed less of it, right? Because you can't actually breed it out. It's not going anywhere. You can make that dog you can make that dog's tolerance to activity better, right? And there's people that's in denial. There's people that's in denial, and they will swear to God, my dogs can do this, my American bullies can do that. All right, so your American bullies can do that. Go take them on a hog hunt. Go take them on a hog hunt with some real deal dogos and some pit bulls and some chase dogs.
And this is another thing real quick I'll talk about. It's a lot of people, they'll say, well, why would I want my bully to do that? Why would I? It's not about wanting it to do that. You got to understand that that's a part of instinct. When you harbor these dogs and keep them in the house as pets and kids, you're cutting them away from what they're made of. So if you don't give it the mental stimulation that it needs, which is letting it be a dog still, then they kind of go crazy. Either they get depressed or they lash out. They start lashing out and
They
barking
tear
and
shit up in the house. They start tearing your shoes up. They start taking shit in shoes. They start pissing in shoes. They're letting
and
you know, bitch, you keep me in this motherfucking jail, nigga. I want to
nah,
be
see
out.
that's and that's really all it is. Like a lot of the time with the bully, people still forget that you're dealing with working class dogs. Just because we want it to be a companion doesn't mean that it changes what the dog is. These dogs come from hunt. These dogs come from play. They come from serious drive. Just
Right.
because we turned it down don't mean we didn't take it out.
Listen, Shots Fired is one of the most docile, non-confrontational dogs you ever seen, right? But let him see a deer or any kind of rodent. It's different. It's a switch that's turned on in his brain, and he turns into this. Like well, the first time I seen it, I couldn't believe it because I was like, "This is my dog," and it excited me because I thought he was like a little bitch. But when I seen him trying to chase a big ass deer down, and when I seen him chasing squirrels and rats, and I seen him kill a rat, I seen him kill a couple of squirrels, I was like, all right, he has it in him. So now, I know if I put him with a female with a nice prey drive, that is a possibility that his males are gonna have that shit in him. And guess what I did? I did that. I put him with a bitch with a high prey drive, which is Pup Smoke. She got a high chase prey drive, right? And now her kids have the same thing. And at the same time, I can see when they see rodents, they perk right up and they're ready to go after it. The mother's not like that. Shots Fired is like that. What's going on? What's going on, fam? Hey man, thanks Jerry. Thanks Jerry for putting the word out, man. I appreciate that, man.
Try to get some better light here.
You're good. You're good. Go ahead, speak.
So I know there are going to be some people disagree with me, and maybe others won't, and that kind of thing. But so back in the day, all right, when a lot of the winning dogs, a lot of the great dogs had maybe like 10-12% DAX, and then the rest was kind of old school blood, right? I mean, Razor's Edge, Scotty, that kind of thing. Today, that equation is kind of flipped. You're running real high percentage bulldog type blood, DAX, and so on, and very low percentage or way pushed back in the back is the old blood. I'm of the opinion, right, that if you want to maintain athleticism, health, and still breed type, and now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about terrier looking dogs, but there are old school dogs out there that have the look, right? We've got to bring we got to bring those dogs back to the front instead of line breeding so many bulldog traits if we want to maintain some athleticism and some health.
That's what
You know?
That's what Smooth Bully said.
Yep.
Sometimes Bully D's classic to back it up. I wouldn't say classic
No, not
because
classic.
you have dogs that are bigger than classics that
Yeah.
have that same drive that could go all day, that could go all night. You got dogs that are big, that very, very big, broad dogs, that the old school, like he said. That you're not going to breed to those actual dogs, but there are dogs that's from that blood that people lined that blood up because they were proud of that. They were proud of those certain genetics that came with that blood. So they made sure they kept that blood tight. There's a lot of people with that blood still out there. You know,
Those
and these
dogs are
straight bulls.
they're just hiding. You know what I mean?
There are people hiding. You know why? Because there's a lot of people that are tired of what the game became. But instead of running, they could have been part of the solution. They can be part of the solution. So my call is out to them is to come back to the light because we need y'all. Start advertising your dogs. We need these dogs back because, like you said, a lot of these dogs are pushed way back, right? Which is good, because some of those dogs don't belong to the front right now because they're the older school dogs. But there's those dogs that are modified to today's look of yesterday's functionality and health is what I'm saying.
Yeah, there are some dogs obviously that don't deserve to be there, and then there are some that definitely do.
You know what I get tired of seeing? I get tired of seeing these short ass videos of these dogs running. They look really, 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 really weird, man. With the it's just even when they're at regular gaits, man, it's just no reach. It's just
Oh yeah,
it's like it's a lot of it. And that has a lot to do with functionality, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain point of reach. Y'all go look it up. Y'all go look up where your dog's foot is supposed to be when it's fully stretched out in front of him, placed where his nose is at. It's supposed to be leveled right where his nose is at. You know, when there's no reach like that anymore. The reach is actually half of that or 3/4 of that is what I'm seeing. And that has a lot to do with the dog's shoulder set. You know, the dog's chest spread. It all ties in, man. And then it goes back to the rear. It goes to the withers, and then it goes to the midpoint of the dog, and then it goes to the rear. It's all a trickle down effect. Because we want this you know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at go ahead.
A lack of impulsion from the rear is going to shorten the front stride. Sure.
Tyree, man, where you at? You can't be sharing no more, bro. Where you at, fam? See, Tyree be disappearing.
I know. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm doing something. Give me a second.
All right, my bad, fam.
No,
Hey,
you
but
good. You good.
so
For example, apologize. Go ahead.
I just felt like, you know, I can be corrected. You know, I do have a platform and I do have a responsibility, especially when I'm speaking on breed type. And the person was right. I had to sit back and reflect on my conversations with the public and with everybody about how I only speak about breed type. I don't really speak on the health and functionality. And I do believe that I do breed towards that. Yes, there's a lot of dogs that are in my pedigree that people might look at and say, "Oh man, those dogs ain't." But my dogs have high drive, high functionality. I made sure I bred towards that. I made sure I bred towards that. So I'm not breeding just towards a look. I'm breeding towards certain characteristics of dogs as well. Because I don't want my dogs to be lazy, like Shots Fired. I don't want my dogs to be lazy like him. I don't like that. He's lazy. He's lazy unless he knows he's about to get pulled, or even when I was running him back, I used to have to. It was a lot of sweat that went into, because he was a chill dog. He didn't want to put on a weight vest. He didn't want to go into a show ring. He wanted to smell Chuuch and be pulled.
Well,
That's
from a man's perspective, I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what's saying in the chat. People now want. And that's crazy, man. A lot of people now want $175 with 37 inch heads. that is 10 inches tall. Hey, bro. Oh shit. Man, those measurements and numbers. God damn. Oh man. Oh man, I have to catch my breath.
So, hey, Joel, what I wanted to do is I wanted to mention, so what we're talking about, and give an example of, maybe I don't know how to do it, but it's what I'm doing. I have my girl Janie, who's John Wayne. She's a John Wayne daughter,
right?
And she's a champion, and but she's got 14 crosses to Dax, and then she's got some old school blood as well, right? And but I found a Garfield son, all old school blood at 17 inches, 95 pounds, with a 26-inch headpiece, with the conformation and the movement to go with it, and those gems are out there, right? So I'm breeding her to him to bring the percentage of the old blood, kind of, because she's already got a fair amount of Dax, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then probably after that, then we'll do some different things. But I feel like you got to bounce back into the old stuff a little bit, just to kind of keep on I won't say a regular basis, but a semi-regular basis, to kind of keep, man, you got to keep that genetic health in there. And I preach that a lot, that. And, so my point is, those dogs are out there. And if, there's groups on Facebook, obviously the Razor's Edge group, some other groups, Old School Blood, that kind of thing. There's a lot of underutilized dogs out there. You just gotta say, I want to breed the best dog. I don't want to just go along with what everybody else is doing.
Right. I'm trying to find a dog. We had a picture of him that he's talking about. Yeah, I like him. He's a little bit over, and yet there is things that you could pick apart with the dog, that this dog right here he's talking about.
You talking about Gunstocks Jr.?
No, that the one that the SBK just got.
Okay.
Yeah. Checkmate.
Oh, Checkmate. Yeah.
They got him. They got him from Europe. But this is what the breed needs. This is what the breed needs to look like. This is what I envision. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I saw that picture this morning.
This is what I envision the breed, these dogs, to look like. That's the start. This is the beginning right here. If you're not breeding towards this, then I don't know what to tell you, man. If you're not breeding towards that, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, there's parts that I would take off, which would only be the headpiece. And this is but SBK is putting it together. They're putting it together. That this is part of their puzzle. This is a piece to their puzzle.
You know, last week we talked about SBK, Joel. I went back. I wasn't that super familiar with their program, but I went back into Bullypedia and I looked at a lot of their dogs. Do you know where their foundation came from?
Where?
Suarez Bulls, bro.
Yeah.
Old school stuff.
Little dogs. Their dogs are functional too. Out in
Yep.
that heat, in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be those dogs are cut different. Them dogs that are outside in that heat, man, they're cut different, man. They're just different dogs, man. And they're gonna produce different dogs.
Yep.
You know, we need to get back to, you know, I know it sucks, but I had started to get this mentality to where I was walking a certain distance with my dogs, and I had this thing in my head, been like, man, if this motherfucker dies, he dies. If it can't, it just I just started feeling like I'm not walking these dogs to kill them, but damn, this
Yeah.
is fucked up that I can't walk. This is the beginning part of when I started breeding on when I had these dogs. And I just didn't feel like like this was right, to do to these dogs, man. So a lot of them dogs that I see on those tables, they might look good, man. A lot of these stack off dogs, they might look good, man. But man, these dogs, life quality is horrible, man. These dogs cannot walk far at all. These dogs cannot run. Dogs live to run. You hear me? I don't care what breed it is. Dogs live to run and have lively lives, man. Happy. And the dogs that are not like that, those dogs are either trained to be serious fucking dogs and to be guard dogs. But guess what? Even those dogs have those breakdown time when they have fun and chase and they do things that make their tail wag and swim and all of that stuff, man. That excites them, that stimulates their brain, that mind. And we've gone away from that, man.
Well, it's not good when you go on a walk and your dog gets tired before you do.
That's a fact. And I had to work. And people got on me. Oh, you got shots fired. You know what? Some people was telling me, don't tell people you got shots fired of soft palate surgery, man. I was like, why? Why? Because, man, there ain't gonna be too many people that want to breed to him. Damn, that's what this breed is about. This breed has issues like that, man. It's just you got to find a way to breed that shit out, man, or you have not breed it out, but have a lower percentage of that.
Right.
So where it's not your dog can actually run. None of these dogs can go hog hunting, bro. None of these dogs can go hunting for a hog, man. I'm talking about from jumping out of the truck to the end of the day, it'll be dead. I don't care what dog you say it is. It'll be dead or it'll be done. It'll be like, nah, I'm straight. I'm good. In a certain weather climate.
Right.
Let's say it's hot as hell and it's the most humid day that in history. That dog's gonna die. Everybody says classic. That classic dog is gonna die. Because those dogs weren't bred for that purpose. But guess what? We don't have to breed our dogs for that purpose, but we can have our dogs to the best. We can put our dogs in competitions, American bullies in competitions, man. What's that line?
Weight pools and things with them already,
Chasing that line. What's that line that's called that they chase that?
Lure coursing, right?
What is it called?
Lure coursing.
Yeah, man. We can have our dogs. You can actually put American bullies in and the AKC for that. We can register our American bullies and those type of agility courses. We can do all. We can do that, and that's my goal. That's my goal, is to be able to have a dog that can do something like that. That's an American bully and represent this breed. That's one of my goals, and I can go into the ring and win best in shows at the same time. Best in breeds. It can be done. It's going to take time. I ain't say it's going to happen for me tomorrow, but this is just one of my goals. This should be all of our goals.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, even though it's a companion dog, your dog still should be able to go for a half-mile walk and not
Man,
act like
people use that
dead.
shit as a crutch, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of companion dogs that are high strung dogs that can go all damn day, that can work.
Yeah.
And well, I'm not asking for our dogs to go all damn day, but what I am asking for is better out of our breed, that they can do more without looking like a fucking joke. Because that's what we look like. That's what we look like to other breeds, man. When you have your dog for set up, when you have your American bully, some of these bullies can do protection and all of that shit. But you know what I want to see first? I want to see these American bullies do agility courses and stuff like that. That, you know, say you have a line of dogs that's American bully that might not even carry that show look, but it's close to it. They don't have to be show dogs. You're gonna have a market for people that want American bully type dogs, but have a functionality that can chase shit down, that can protect their home if they need to, protect their family if they need to. And you can breed a line of dogs on one hand, and on the other hand, you can breed those show line dogs.
Yeah, there's nothing says you can't have 2 different lines, 3 different lines of dogs.
Facts. Even if you want to have little munchkin, little small, little motherfucking dogs, man, it's up to you, man.
Have some, you know, whatever.
Micros, micros, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. So
I got a female right on micro, and she's ABKC champion, and she's functional as hell. She can flat get it, you know, but she, you know, so there's nothing wrong with a function.
That's not
nothing
working.
Wrong with micro is what I'm saying, though.
That's not a working class dog, bro.
No, that ain't. I know.
No, I'm talking about this person. He says, I got a 70-pound female, 13 inches tall.
Okay.
I took her on a 2-mile walk, sunlight after the tropical storm. Yeah, that's not functional. I mean, she might be a functional dog, but that's not a working dog. Just because your dog can do that, it's not work. What you want is that dog to be able to hang with dogs that can run and track and do stuff like that. You want your dogs to be able to and it won't be a pocket. I'm letting you know right now, it's not going to be a pocket dog.
They don't have
forget about it.
Stamina for it because their bodies are so compact.
Nah, it's not going to be a pocket dog. It's going to be a standard. And if it is a pocket, it's going to be a pocket that's close to that standard line, that standard height.
So
it's going to be on a line.
I was talking to somebody we know yesterday, and they made a good point that our breed should be actually modeled in what it looks like.
Send me the link. Send me the link in my Facebook.
Oh yeah, I got you.
No, I'm talking about this brother right here. He says ABKC. He said, I know breeders that breed working class bullies for hog hunting and tracking.
Yeah.
Salute to them. Go ahead, Tyree. My bad. Go. Bam. Go ahead.
No, basically I'm just the Rottweiler is a great breed to model how we structure our breed. From head, from how they judge the heads, from how they judge the bodies, and how the dog is basically a beautiful dog, but it's still a working class dog at the same time. The dog can do everything the bully can do. and it can still work. It's a thick dog. It has very thick hair, so already it's dealing with it can deprivate heat very well and under high conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Bite force, that's something that we don't even think about in our breed. What type of bite force does the bully have? Um, these are things that these dogs used to be known for, was checking the bite force in pits and some of these working class dogs. But as I said, or well, yeah, as I said earlier, a lot of people still don't think these are dogs that shouldn't be able to work as a companion as a companion breed. What type of companion can I not take to the mountains? And if something happened, he can't do his job. What kind of pain can I can take? What companion can I take to the lake and something happens and he can't run back to wherever that house is to let people know somebody's drowning? You know what I'm saying? He'll die before he gets back to the cabin or
Yeah.
to the campsite or anything. So it's like a lot of the issues that we deal with in the breed are, I feel like, at this point of what's harboring the breed, holding it back. Because at this point, it's really about looks. It's a designer breed now. It's like Gucci bags and stuff like that. Like it's a fame thing. And at that point, this goes back to what I wanted to talk about: the programs and hype. This is where your programs versus hype come in. I seen a post the other day that said if you're in the bullies and you're breeding, if you're not looking to put at least 10 years minimum, and that's just on the blueprint, putting it together in a form where you can start saying, okay, I'm getting something now. You could have told me that 8 years ago, and I would have been like, man, that's lies. Today, I'm like, yeah, because I'm on like year 8, and I'm just now starting to see my whole plan come together. You know,
Yeah, I think Lee said that.
Hey, Chuck, I'm not saying that there isn't any, right? But what I am saying is that the percentages is so low that the ones that can do it, it really doesn't paint a good picture for our breed. You feel what I'm
not
saying?
seriously.
It
Ratio
doesn't paint a
plays a
good
big
picture.
part in
It
how a
does.
lot of the community, actually, the dog community, talks about us.
Just like
Um,
people name certain dogs. Just like people name certain dogs that, oh, this dog is a legend. This dog is a legend. He's produced these many champions and this man. All right, man. How many dogs how many females did that dog breed to? First off, right? And how long did it take for that dog to become a title dog? And I don't now champion is cool, man. But once you've been in the dog show world, you understand that you can actually move around and champ your dog out, man. It's not really that hard, man. If your dog has, it doesn't even have that. It's sad to say, man. I seen some dogs, man, that don't really carry tight, man. That's champions, man. I've seen UKC dogs that don't. I'm not shitting on the UKC because I've seen a lot of beautiful dogs. I was humbled by arguing with somebody and people on that. By I seen some nice dogs and they humbled me
so
about the breed. You know what I'm saying? So I had to back up and say, I give credit where credit's due. But at the
so
same time, go ahead. My bad.
that situation right there, what you just said about it's easier to champ. This is where that comes from, though. All of these shows that be happening, that don't be like super shows, big shows and stuff, but you can still pick up some points. A lot of people will take certain dogs to certain shows that they can pick up points because it's not a lot of dogs in the ring, or this show ain't big, so you can definitely pick up points. And I feel like that's something with the breed that needs to change. Shows should be like actually put together by the ABKC to be held in specific places at specific times. This way, you can't just run to this show and that show and pick up some free points. You have to go to this show that everybody been waiting for the last 3 months, and now everybody's showing up to really put a title. You know what I'm saying? To fight for a title. That's when it gets interesting. That's when it starts to go back to having these more deeper shows and getting people back out here to really compete against each other and see the dogs and whatnot. It's too many shows that go on throughout the year in different places that it messes up the point system. That's really what makes it so easy for anybody to hold a championship.
And that's facts. I'm trying to.
Hey, I'm gonna duck out, brother. Thanks for letting me come on.
All right, no problem, man.
Make this breakfast.
All right,
Yep.
brother.
I'm gonna keep listening though.
I'm trying to find this link that I had when I was in.
If you're a beginner breeder, I feel like you shouldn't even be trying to trap a dog out. If you're a breeder. Now, if you're if you're trying to get into the game to show dogs, if that's what you're buying a nice dog, you don't really care to breed, but you want show rights, because there's a whole bunch of people out there like that. Then at that point, you would be looking, you know, I'd expect you to have a bag looking for a show dog. Even if you're just starting out, if you're looking for a show dog to be in the shows, that's one thing. But if you're, like, as you said, a novice breeder, you should be focused on, picking a good dog. And it doesn't have to be there. To me, a $2,500, $3,000 bully, that is a working man's price. At $500 for when the puppies drop for deposit, you got 8 weeks to put together $2,000. Depending how your job pay, you're gonna pay a maximum of maybe like 150, 200, and you could put that together by the week. So I try to look at stuff like that as, when you're getting in bullies, you shouldn't just be getting in bullies with no money at all or nothing at all, because this ain't that breed. You know, any breed, basically breeding at all, you gotta expect that you're gonna spend some money, even up front. But you have some people that, if you're, you can go pick up some dogs that some of these classics and stuff that people never, you know, have faith in, and you can work your move, and that can help you build your program. Me, I'm one of those people. That's what I did. I took dogs that not were classics, but they were edge dogs, and I was getting classics out of some of my breeders. But from that, I've built my way up to what I'm starting to see as more breed type official dogs and whatnot, where now I can start working on more consistency, because I'm seeing dogs now that I like, from what I've built over the years. And in that time period, you learn and you grow. That's a part of the whole game too. That's what makes you a breeder.
Yo, and people talking about shows. I remember when shows was like this.
Who?
Oh man, hold up. Sorry, I got logged in, man. You see that? Hold up. Hold on. I'm trying to do this. Oh, it won't let me do it. Won't let me share this video.
I mean, like I was saying, like, if you're a newcomer in the breed, if you're just getting into breeding, you buy a dog. Depending on what you're trying to do, that's going to tell a lot about if this is going to be easy or not. If you get in the game and you're like, okay, I want a nice standard. You did your research on different breeders. You see who's got this, that, and the third, what's producing this, that, and the third, and you find a dog that fits the look of what you've put together out of reading the standard or based off the dogs you've seen win, and you make a purchase on that dog. Well, now it's just about training him and getting him out to shows. Like I said before, going to shows, it might get a little pricey here and there, but you don't have to travel all around the country to champ a dog out. You could do that really right from your city, driving 2 hours away, 2 or 3
No,
times.
that's nah. Nah, it's not a statement just from vets. Yo, it's statements. When I first came, my first 9 months, I champed out a female.
I took a dog to a dog show,
My first 9 months in
to
the
an exotic
game.
show. I took a dog to an exotic show. Now it was a sanctioned show, but they had these exotic looking dogs in the ring. And I knew that the judge was an ABKC judge, and I placed high just because I came with a conformational dog. I knew it was going to happen that way, you know. So I mean, just
There's certain
knowing,
judges. There's certain judges that in the ABKC or different registries that like a more classic dog. So there's people that'll go to that show that know that judge is going to be there, or there are a couple of judges that's going to be there that like more classic dogs, that more, I would say, more conformational dogs, either as classic or standard, and they will pick those dogs. Listen, I've
yeah,
I've swept
yeah,
shows, and there's shows that I've that had 4 shows that I'd sweep through, well, not sweep, but get 3 shows, but lose to a dog that's a classic because shots didn't carry that conformational look like that classic dog. It's happened to me. It's happened to me. I didn't argue about it. I didn't complain about it. It is what it is. Look, I got 3 best in shows up there, man. Let other people live. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. But another topic that we wanted to touch on as well is people riding the wave of other camps, breeding programs, uh, and waving their pom poms like they're actually doing the work um with their productions when they're actually dipping, double dipping, triple dipping uh to other camps, or to the person who is considered their like mentor, or whoever dog or camps they like. They keep triple, double dipping and quadruple dipping into those camps and not focusing on their own look. And what they should be focusing on is putting their program together like the person that they are looking at, and that person didn't triple, quadruple and to get where he's at. And if he did, he found out that was the wrong way to do it and switched it up.
facts. Anytime you start, say for instance, I start with a dog. I get a dog, and the dog is Gotti Lions Blackjack. 2 times Gotti Lions Blackjack. Let's just use that for example. Now, say for instance, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna further myself, and I'm about to go breed to uh, Samson. So now, say I breed to Samson, and now I take the puppies from that, and I end up going back and breeding to Samson's son off the same yard. Now we're going with the same yard. Now I take a production from that, and I'm walking around saying, this is all my hard work. But and you're saying, I like the Santino side, but in reality, you didn't breed to anything off the Santino yard. You're building dogs based on the pheno of the yard you're breeding to, but you keep on going back for more and more and more. At some time, you need to have dogs that were created with your first piece. Your first piece is how you close the deal up in the end. A lot of people can't do that because they forget where they started. One person I always talk about is Randy. If you look at his blood, he always incorporates the masterpiece and the boss bitch back into the blood. Every breeding he does, he always incorporates the older blood back in, and he's still getting bully dogs. He's getting stable dogs that have good structures, dogs that, they look good in the ring. They can actually walk. They can go places. Like, I know. I think his name is King Charles. I think he has one down in Florida. That's a high humid place. He does videos, have them out there running back and forth up the street playing. So you have to always make sure that you're incorporating. That's part of breeding. What you get is what you start with, and that's what you go with. You don't quit on it. You figure it out. It's so many different ways to put it, or it's so many ways to do it in the right light. Let me say it like that.
Right. You can breed to these big time dogs, but you have to first first you have to be you have to do your homework on the dogs that you're trying to build your program around first, that you're starting with, because these are your main dogs that you're starting with. I didn't have the luxury of understanding that when I first started. It took me years to understand that. But we're here to let y'all know, like, ASAP, before y'all even get a dog. That's what we're here for. That's what our people here for in the chat. Let me see what he's talking about. Let me see. My bad. Speaking on riding the wave, something I see ton of is when someone is selling a puppy, they will say 3 times gram, 4 times lucky. Whole time don't even mention their own dog.
So look, that goes back to
Yo,
what
that's
they're reacting.
real.
Hold on. But look, that goes back to who you're dealing with, though. Is this person a breeder, or is this person a salesman?
But
So a
at the
lot of people
same
in the
time,
game
and another thing, Tyree, don't forget, or is that person in a
outcross
sp-
stage.
as a space, or the beginning of their breeding program, where they're trying to start their own line. You understand what I'm saying? Like where I'm
Exactly.
at right now. Well, I'm gonna
Exactly.
share it with y'all right now where I'm at. Yeah, I'm 4 times, 3 times that. But sometimes you're gonna have to do that in order to create a foundation of dogs. You have to do that. It has to be done.
Yeah, and also it's one of them things where it's like, um,
Because that's where
hold
I'm
on,
at right now. So I would agree with that, but I get what you're saying, but I have to keep it a buck with
hold on.
everybody,
I'm,
because
I'm
this
still
is
here, but I gotta go and pause
go,
for a
go,
second. I got
go
another
ahead, do your
call.
thing, do your thing, do your thing. Because this is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm at. I put this together for charisma. You know what I'm saying? I'm building off of the female. I'm building off of the female. There's one female in there that is my foundation. It's not a male. You might see the males in there a few times. That's because they was bred to that female, right? And that's Shots Fire's mother, Charisma. That's actually uh Kodak Black's mother as well, Charisma. And that's why I did that breeding. That's why I purchased this female right here uh at the bottom. That's a female that I owned. I purchased from Tone, just so I can get, this is where I had to start my whole program over. And it took me, it's been about, let me see, 4 or 5 years to get to right here, to get to where I'm at right here, to where now I have these pups on the ground right now. Yeah, it's a beginning part. We don't want people. Bruh, man, I understand what you're saying. Trust me, I definitely understand what you're saying. I do agree with you, but there was a gray area which I'm in, which I have to present. Which all of us have. We all have to be in this position, but there's a correct way to do it. There's a right way to do it. And I'm trying to be the example of the correct way to do it. You know, am I going to produce amazing bulls from 1 or 2 breedings. No, I'm setting myself up for the alley-oop. This right here, strong foundation that I'm building on right here, is setting myself up for the future, for the alley-oop. You know? So, am I ready for the outcross right now? No, I am not. I'm going to add another element of something else, which I'm not going to discuss right now. You know, but I'm definitely going to add something else to the mix, which it lines up with what I'm doing. But there's loose ends that I love. That's at the back end. Well, I ain't even gonna say loose ends because it lines up with what I'm doing with, because I have masterpiece in my pedigree at the top part where Warren G is up front for me. Maybe like 4 generations, 3-4 generations back. So now I'm gonna just breed to that up front. I'm gonna breed to that masterpiece that's up front and put that in my program as masterpiece with world star, 2-time world star, 3-time masterpiece, I think 2-time 3-time masterpiece. You know, and it's not just masterpiece. There's another dog, is a couple of dogs that people don't not thinking about. And thanks to Randy, man, you know what I'm saying? He said, don't give all your combinations. Man, Chuck, that's the thing. There's hardly anybody that has that combination. I don't know anybody that has that combination that I have. So good luck with that. It's going to take you years to get to where I'm at right now with that combination. And I want people to see that combination because I want people to be able to not copy me, but to actually get the idea where they can start building. Because there's people that don't understand. They don't understand pedigree. But seeing that might be like, oh, shit. And a light might go off. A light might go off in their brain that might take them to that next level. And, you know, and it might take them a few months, another year for that other light to go off for that next level. Because that's how all of us were built. That's how all of us were made. Even if we had the information and the people right in our face, giving us all of the information, all of the knowledge. We didn't get it. We did not get it. And if any of you on here say you got it from the jump, you're lying. Even if you was raised in this with your daddy, uncles, as a little kid, it doesn't matter. There's levels to everything. And that comes with time, patience, and your due diligence. It doesn't come just like that. Oh, I'm just a man. You hear these clowns on here. I'm a master breeder. I breed them out. Y'all don't even know what your dog's gonna produce. Y'all don't even know what you have. You don't even have a foundation. You still a hot dog jockeying off the breeder that you got the dog from. That's their vision. And you don't even understand their vision because it took them years to get to where they at to understand what they want for their program. And that's the thing. You have to understand what you want for your program. He said they're going to copy that shit. Good luck, man. Because a lot of them dogs is dead, man. I got them up front. They only can get it like 3 generations back, Chuck. When I got it in 2. And that matters. 4 generations back, they can't even get it up front. 4 generations back. And the key dogs are way back. Let me see what you're saying. He said, also think about your common denominator between Warren G and Masterpiece. Yeah, I do. I do, man. I look at the whole pedigree, fam. I look at the whole thing. And am I at that level, master breeder level? No, I'm not. Because I can't call myself a master breeder. You know, My thinking is on a whole nother level when it comes to, but I'm not a master. I'm far from one because I haven't produced a dog that could or a litters or dogs. I'm not going to say a dog because you're not a master breeder if you just got a dog. If you just produced a dog, you're not actually a master breeder. Produce, be consistent. Produce another male like that. You know why you can't? Because the foundation is not there. The line breeding is not there. The line breedings aren't there. The inbreedings aren't there. They're not. They're not there. They're gone. They're non-ciphered. He said some of that blood runs back to Suarez Bulls. You know, I'm honored to have the blood that I have. You know, and the blood and I'm glad that Randy got it before me. Randy got it before me, man. That's why he's where he's at right now. You know, it took time, man, patience. You know, and instead of belly aching and oh, I should be there too, man. I wasted all this time. Man, get your ass up, dust yourself off, figure it out. Figure it out, man. Hey, Ellis, we want to have you on, man. We next week, me and Tyree want to have you on Bully Church if you're able to do it. Uh for y'all that don't know, Ellis Herring, he is a new breeder, but he's doing it right from the jump. He's doing it right. And we'd like to salute him and have him on a program so we can chat it up. So we can show there are newer breeders that have that mindset. It's not all lost. You know what I'm saying? He just had his first litter. I think it was his first litter. Hey, no problem, fam. He said he can do it. I'll hit you up later on today. I feel there are too many uncontrollable factors in this business for anyone to be a master breeder. Facts. Mother Nature can take MasterCard away quick. Hey, man, that is real. And that's why it's so important for us, what we talked about before, about not selling your first, second, and third picks. Or if you're going to sell them, co-own them for half or quarter of the price that you would sell it to a person that that would have total rights over your dogs. This is the only way we can do it. You know, oh, I'm just keeping my first pick. Nah, you got to keep that first, second. And I'm talking about males and females. You got to place them dogs out. You ain't got to co-own the males. You could sell the males and be like, look, man, all right, I just need this from that dog. If that's not the male you want, there's still money to be made in this business, man. But it's too early for us to be acting the way we acting within this community, man. When I see a lot of this shit, a lot of these people act like they have complete products, man. They are beating on their chest like they have complete products. And they don't even have a line. These are other people's shit. Your pedigree looks weird. What is this? What is that? How did you get to this to get to that? Oh, they're nice dogs, but god damn, you know? And we need each other. We sit up here, a lot of us act like we don't need nobody. That's a damn lie, man. That's what life is about. It's about learning from each other and passing that knowledge along so other people don't make the mistakes after you. The people that come after you, pause. But your children, your nephews, your nieces, their friends, total strangers that are interested in what you're interested in. You can spark something within their minds that help them complete their picture or help them bring their picture together better. All of us have that knowledge to create that spark for somebody to further themselves within this community. But there's a lot of us that feel like, oh, I don't need to listen to you. And a lot of it's constructive criticism. Yo, you just need to add this, and this to this dog. People beat on their chest like they have a complete product. And that's the weirdest thing in this dog community. When the complete product is far away from now. You're gonna be able, listen, by the time there's hey, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss, babe.
I felt the house shake.
You felt
All the dogs are fine. I said, let me make sure his man's okay in there. Come on, then. I love you too, buddy.
So for us to have a complete product, it's gonna be we're gonna have from right now, from today, it's gonna be kids now that are just born today or this month or this year. I wouldn't even say this year, within the last 6 months. That's gonna be a middle school by the time this breed is complete. You hear what I'm telling you? By the time the first wave of complete American bullies are here, these infants today will be in middle school when that happens. You don't have to believe me. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. The complete product will be here. The first wave of them. And that's what the dogs that we will be building on. Do you want to be part of that wave where your dogs are part of that? We got to do shit right now, because guess what? There's other countries that's beating us to the fucking punch right now. Lining our ass up, man. This is the American bully. We have all of the tools to create what we want here right now. We have all of the tools, man. And we're not using our brains on how to create that proper foundation. So 10 years from now, you have that complete product instead of scrambling on the next man's yard, because you got to start all over because you fucked up, because you're chasing. You just chasing. You got a line breed outcross. You got a line breeding, what it was, scattered bred line breed pedigree, if that makes sense. Together. The story doesn't make sense. It needs to be a story. I'm gonna show y'all again. You say people gonna copy it. It's cool, man. I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Let me see. I'm cool with people. Because it trips me out when people say don't share it, man. There's no way that you can emulate this. not before I complete what I have to complete. Because it took me years to get. There's no way you can get these dogs here. You can't get these dogs. Sorry. You can breed to a couple of them dogs on there, but that's about it. The rest of it, you got to go through me. Because that production right here this breeding pedigree right here is already done. These pups are on the ground. They're 2 more months, they'll be a year, and I'll be ready to breed my shots fired daughter that I produced off of this same female from the bottom. I bred shots fired with Pup Smoke's mother. And I got a singleton daughter, and I'm gonna breed one of the males to my shots fired daughter. And that's going to be the first line, whichever one. I got to figure out which one, because one's going to be lacking something. Yeah, it has to go right, man. It has to be if they don't look the way I want them to look to match them up, I'm not going to do the breeding. But they looking good right now. That'll be my first line. That'll be my first step of creating my line. First step. My first step. My first step. And I'm not even creating my line right there. It's be the first step towards creating my line. But that took 5 years, 6 years to do. 5 years.
Facts. I'm on 7.
Go ahead, speak, bro.
Oh, no. I was just following up on what you were saying. It takes a while, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first, after your first 2-3 breedings, you might be like, oh, yeah, getting somewhere. This is it. But in actuality, you just scratching the surface, seeing what the blood might do that you dealing with, not even what your own blood is made of, Your first at least your first 5 breedings. And that goes for if you putting pups on the ground, breeding a stud out, or seeing what your female can do. You're still trying to test the waters of what the blood can do that the last breeder created, so you can know what you need to do with it to excel it.
And another thing, when you put together when you got blood like that put together, say you have a male, right? And the male is not quite shots fired, right? But it has those characteristics. It has those shoulders. It has that bone, and it's just a little bit smaller. That might be my Waffle House. That right there might be my Waffle House right there, because Waffle House was put together the same way I'm putting this pedigree together, but with different dogs. The same way Robert Lee put his pedigree together is the same way I'm putting my shit together. My foundation, not his pedigree, his foundation. The same thing. I'm doing the same fucking thing, and I'm not gonna switch it up for no dog, no beautiful looking dog. Look, you know how bad I want to reach out to SBK. How much that dog stuffy is? But that dog don't match with what I'm trying to do right now. So I have to think about that dog's offspring, what they control, what they create with those dogs. That's what I have to think about. He said, "Yeah." Let me see. He said, "You're your own better version of Waffle." Facts. More muscled up. But he looks like his grandfather. Listen, I have a pup right here that is a pocket shots fired, or a Waffle House on steroids, a younger Waffle House on steroids. You saying the dog could produce what you plan? Gotta believe in your plan first. Then that's a fact. That's a fact. But there is things that you have to look at that will tell you no. Yeah, I produced that dog, but nah, it ain't the right one. You have to you have to come to those grips where you're like, nope. that ain't the dog. It don't carry those characteristics. It's not there. At some point, you got to be real with yourself. All of us have to be real with ourselves. Nope, that's not the dog, man. It don't have this. It don't have that.
Kennel blind is a real thing. Blindness.
It is 100% real thing, man. And we are, be honest with the man in the mirror. Facts, Chuck. Facts. You got to be honest with yourself, man, because you're not gonna move forward. You're gonna be stagnant. You're gonna be stagnant, man. And at some point, you're not gonna be stagnant. You're gonna be moving backwards. It's gonna be and it's gonna be like a mudslide at some point. It's gonna be a mudslide. It's gonna be a mess. It's all gonna fall down on you. You're gonna quit. You're gonna hate the breed. You're gonna hate everybody. You're gonna get rid of all your dogs because you got to. You have to. Because it ain't it. A lot of people think they fooling us, man. Oh, I'm getting out of the breed because of this. Nope. I love this breed so much. Man, this breed's going in a beautiful direction. Why? Because I choose to see the dogs that are gonna set this breed to a new height. I'm seeing the bigger picture versus what's here now. I'm seeing a bigger picture. I'm seeing certain dogs that can help us progress. I'm seeing a lot of dogs that can help us progress. I see outside the smoke. What you laughing at, Ellis? He said, I mean, you got to see outside the smoke sometimes, man. Because, man, you're going to want to breed to these big time dogs, man, but it won't make sense to your story. When I mean your story, I mean your pedigree. That picture that you're trying to paint for your foundation. He said, let me see. He said, breed going the right way, but they're not. You only control what you can do if you're going the right way, right direction. That's direction. That's facts.
Oh boy, Ellis in here. What up, Ellis? I ain't seen him.
Yeah, he ain't here. Ellis is a mainstay for this show, man. It's just been, I haven't been on, but he's definitely a mainstay for this show. He definitely needs to create his own platform.
Oh yeah, I talked to him about that yesterday when I talked to him. Ellis, I ran Ellis down the full suite. I showed him how I was built, what I'm doing, what's next, and some gems I got in the cut.
Right. So the thing is, people can you know how long it'll take for a person to try to copy my pedigree that I got right now that I set up? No, how long it'll take you? All you can do, which is why I feel like people need to share that, as all they can do is emulate it with different dogs, the same way I'm doing from other breeders that done it. So why hide it? That's just like tricks and tips that I tell people that other vet showman told me not to say anything about. Don't tell nobody this trick. What? What? Why? Why not? I start sharing it. I started sharing it. I started sharing all the tips and tricks. Everything is copying. Facts, Ellis. Everything is copying to a certain level. Fact. That's a fact. So who am I to hide my pedigree and what I'm doing? When knowing in my head, there ain't no way you can breed to what I'm breeding to. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you can do what I'm doing. Facts. Nothing new is under the sun. Troop heads can be used as guidance for some. And the sum is a very small percentage because a lot of us don't see these dogs as tools. That is one of the biggest problems within this breed, is that we do not see these dogs today as tools for our dogs tomorrow. That sight is gone. Too many King Kongs over here beating on their chest. Like I said before, like they have a complete product. And that is sad. The only way we get better, one of my biggest pet peeves in this community, is the smoke and mirrors, man. Be more translucent, man. Too many of these people are too tongue-in-cheek ass motherfuckers. Tongue is sewed to their cheek. And that's sad, man. That's sad. That's sad. That we think that we have a finished product and we over here, not working like the old school breeders did, the breeders before us, to create the French bulldog. Yeah, I don't care how you feel about that breed, but to create the Frenchie, to create the German Shepherd, to create the Rottweiler, to create all terriers, all hounds. They went to work. We sitting up here fucking proud off of a unfinished product. Are we close to the finish line? Yes. We're closer than before. But we need more people that look at these dogs, all of these dogs today, as tools. Ain't no damn tool worth 10 grand to me. No disrespect if you getting your shit. No disrespect if you, but we here to talk the truth. That's facts, Shannon. And that is facts. I think exclusivity plays a role too. That is facts. Controlling where your dogs go, your offspring. Not selling it to every Dick, Tom, Gregory, Mark, Martha that you can get 4, 5, 6, 7 grand from, 10,000 from, because it likes a pretty dog. And a lot of these dogs are going to straight pet homes, man. You're charging these people $10,000, $5,000 for a fucking pet home. Incomplete product. Oh, these dogs are so beautiful. Yeah, man, this is American Bully. I'm the breeder that produced these beautiful dogs. Look at this shit. You dumb
let's not forget about these
motherfuckers.
scammer breeders.
Go ahead, speak on it, fam.
Don't be one of those. Don't just because. This is why I've always felt like it's better to buy a dog from a nice, humble person that ain't got all this clout and status. Because right now, I know people that have bred with some of your favorite breeders. I'm talking about top breeders and whatnot, and they still haven't had their puppies registered. I've seen messages from some of these guys that if you see how they conduct business with some people that that just aren't in the show ring or have any status that can help them, benefit their dog from going forward, they'll shit on them. They won't give them their paperwork. They won't register the dog. They won't show them no love. You see some people up here all day they posting dogs. Oh, this person right here is dog. This dog right here is my blood. This dog is my blood. But some of these small time guys, they save up all year to breed some of these dogs. Trying to further the program. And saying that, that's me basically saying don't always look to go to the highest type of blood you can find. 9 times out of 10, it's somebody else out here with that same blood that might even want to do just a put back with you because they trying to get their line going, but they just got a nice dog. Some people
Hey,
buy
you know
nice
what's
dogs and they don't know what to do.
you know what I'm seeing too? I'm seeing breeders now, which is very, very good to see. Newer breeders from other breeds coming into this breed and getting it right off the jump.
Exactly.
Right off the jump. There's not many, but there is some that get to how to build their foundation. They found the lane of a dog that they like, and they follow that path to creating that foundation through that dog. You understand? Not with that dog,
For sure.
through that dog. Tool. You create houses with the hammer, right? You creating your house with the hammer. You're not gonna take all those tools and live in the bed, but you're gonna put them tools up. Some of them tools you rent it, man. You know, or you used, that some of the tools you didn't rent at all, man. So you hired somebody to build the house for you. What, you gonna fucking take the contractor and let him fucking live with you, sleep in your bed, have his way with your wife? Because that's what a lot of these pedigrees look like.
Facts. Like right now.
Hold up. One more thing before I lose it. You got to figure out if the house you built is the vision of the contractors and not yours. That's like you telling a contractor, "I'll do whatever you want. I don't care. Just do whatever you want. Whatever you see." Instead of you having a vision of what you want this to look. And then you're gonna go in there and complain because you ain't gonna like it. Because you ain't want this like this. You ain't want that like that. What if he a simpler thinking person than you, and not innovative as you are thinking? They're not innovative. He's not an innovative thinking person. So when you go into that same plain, simple house, you're gonna be pissed off. So is it gonna be your vision? Is it gonna be your blueprint? Yeah, there's other houses on that block. Right? They're framed the same. What did Ella say? The greatness of the bully community, in my opinion, always was finding someone nobody else knew. Or, yo, man. Yo, Ellis is on one, bruh. Ellis is on one. That's a fact. That's why we got to get you on here for that interview next week. So everybody is going to be Ellis Herring next week. No Bullish as our guest. Newer breeders should have this mindset that he has, man. No ifs or buts about it.
It's not a lot of new breeders that come in today and realize that they are in love with the dogs over the money and the fame of the breed. Some people they get dogs and they just bought a dog because most likely somebody they know talked them into buying a dog. So now they got this dog and it's probably gonna waste away because they don't know what to do with it.
Facts.
You got to be an actual dealing with the American Bully. You have to be an actual dog enthusiast. There's no a way around that actual statement. Like, they're getting in this for money, that's dead. Like, you're gonna spend 5 times the amount of money you would spend in 10 years with these dogs. You might not really see any real profitable gain if this is what you're trying to do for money 4 or 5 years. Just because Go ahead, you good.
And it's a beautiful thing what he said about this comment right here about dogs that nobody knew or used, the great dogs, right? That's like the windmill. That's like the windmill dunk, right? Dr. J seen that dunk on the street somewhere at some part he seen somebody do that dunk or try to do that dunk. He took that from the street and brought it. What I think the ABA, right? I think that it was called the ABA.
Yeah.
And he brought a new style of basketball, which was already there was already a blueprint for it, right? It just wasn't in the forefront. It just wasn't saw. So he was the first, I would say, national best in show winner. You feel what I'm saying? Then he took that style of play and innovated it. He made it his own. There was things that the person that created that style that he took, the blueprint, they couldn't do what he did. You know why? Because he had a blueprint of different things, different ideas that he can bring together. The windmill dunk, the 360 layup, that he's seen different people do these different things, and he could do it all together. So he took all of it and tied it into one and became Dr. J. And this is how we have to be in this dog game. Then Dr. J gave birth to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan gave birth to Kobe Bryant. And not just them, there's other players that got that same style that we don't even, put our focus on. Kevin Durant, Ja Morant. We got all these players that have encapsulated all of these styles of play that they can get and put it in and made it their own. Their own. Steph Curry took Larry Bird's style of play to a whole nother level. Made it his own to where we forgot about Larry Bird as one of the best three-point shooters. But we know he's there. But there was somebody before Larry Bird that took that, encapsulated that. And Larry Bird took it in that blueprint that he's seen from others. And this is how we need to be in this dog community as breeders.
Brahma said by the time they breed to a trending dog, by the time they showing off what they got, a new dog is trending. So the thing about that, if you ain't chasing the hype, you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you ain't chasing the hype and you chasing the standard, you don't got anything to worry about.
A lot of that's a money grab, man.
Yeah. There is no real hype. Like, it's just money grab. When
you see these experienced breeders, you see these experienced American bully breeders, these veteran show people breeding to these weird ass type dogs that they wouldn't have bred to before. It's a money grab, man. They trying to get their dough back, bro.
And this is post-COVID, so dogs ain't selling like they was during COVID. A lot of people got in the game during COVID, and now they seeing that it's time for them to get back out.
And we send you a haul ass and go fast with all respect, man.
Nah, facts. There's other things I here to do, like
man,
breed turtles or something.
Breed fish, snakes.
Breed fish.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do something like that, man. You probably be better at it anyway. You might not be. You know what I'm saying? You might not be. You might be the first to fuck that shit up too. You know? Sorry. But like that's a fact, right? But people have to be listen. Bruh, man, I Braham, is it Braham bullies or bruh, man? Listen, there's dogs that's out there. Hold on. There's dogs out there that wouldn't have made sense to what the fuck I was doing in my program. They look really, really good. A lot of people breed to these dogs right now, and they getting some buzz. I didn't. I stuck with the program. I even went as far as asking How much is your dog stud fee? And at the time, a lot of them was like 2,500, 1,500. Them dogs now like 10 fucking grand. $5,000. $8,000. You gotta stay on your path. You gotta know what you're doing is right. Just like Ellis was saying earlier, you have to know what you're doing is right, and you gotta stick by it until you know it ain't. And that's when you make your moves. But you have to be set up for that for the downfall. You have to be set up to where you can go another way. You have to set yourself up, but you have to set your foundation up first, man, before you can do any of that. He said, I'm seeing these people. I'm saying I see these people doing this, not saying I do. Yeah. There's a lot of people doing it. You'll see a lot of these breeders. You're like, what the fuck they breeding to that dog for? They got enough stock on their yard to breed sister with a half sister with a half brother and this and that. Why they can't do it? Why? They sold them damn dogs. Them dogs are gone. They can't do it. How your boy say? Trash. Trash. I gotta get that on here. These are trash ass breeders. They are a disrespect to what they had going on before they jumped into the fuckery. A lot of these breeders don't have a foundation. If you don't have dogs that you produced like first, second, third generation, top and bottom, you shouldn't be adding no fucking other dog out that's like these high tag dogs, you shouldn't even be thinking about them dogs. You shouldn't even be thinking about them. Now, see, it's a different story if you got that lined up and you just need to add a dog as an outcross that should be line bred to your program. That's a different story. Now you producing something on the outside to your shit. You ain't producing something from another man's shit, to another man's shit. You just a middleman. Nah. We need to stop being a middleman with these breedings. You're going to be the middleman for a few. You're going to be a middleman for a few. But you got to be smart. You got to do your homework while you that middleman. Right? While you shoveling and you doing that laboring, you toiling. When you toil, there's a I don't mean to get off subject, but it is Sunday and this is Bully Chuuch. But there was a man speaks about this in the More Science. But there was a man that had this land, and he bought this land, and he had his wife and his children. They just moved from where they was at, moved to this new land, and he was digging and with the hopes of finding gold, gems, because they said it was a good land. This is a good area. He digging, and didn't find nothing. Ready to quit. And then there was this experienced digger that knew the land just by looking. He knew how deep those gems, or if there were gems on that land, passed by and said, "Hey, brother, keep digging, because those gems, those diamonds, sapphires, all of those jewels that you're looking for, It's down there. You just have to toil. What I mean by toil is work. You just got to work. You got to put in that work. You got to keep digging. Some of us give up right when we're meters away. One more strike of that pickaxe. One or two more strikes of that pickaxe for us to see the gems and the diamonds that we were looking for. He said, come on, Pastor. For sure. Pastor Blunt. That's what you can call me. That I'm
preacher.
Pastor Blunt. That's what my name. That's what I call myself for Bully Church. It might say Alduin, Joel Marrow Bay up there, Islam, but it's AKA Pastor Blunt. Go ahead. You got anything to add, Tyree? All right. Let me see. All right. He said, stop digging and go buy a diamond on a deal. I feel you. But I'm talking about when you're creating your own foundation for your pedigree, for your own line. That's what it's like. You just getting into it. You really don't know. You need somebody that's experienced or people that are experienced to tell you, yo, you're going in the right direction, brother. Keep digging. Keep working. Keep working. Don't stop. We need that because a lot of us will give up when we're right close to it. Years and years of doing this, I've seen it. People give up because they don't think they can do it. I'm here to tell the people who are fighters for this breed, who really love these dogs, to keep toiling. Don't give up. Keep fighting because it's right there. We're here. We're here where these dogs are less of work than it was 10 years ago, right? The pieces are here for the future of this breed. It's not going to happen in 5 years, but we're going to see the progression. I'm telling you, if you have an infant right now, that child is going to be in middle school when the first line of these dogs are perfected. When the consistency is inevitable. When the consistency is like, damn, it might be different bloods, but they're going to be consistent. Let me see. That's how some of the old school blood and dogs work. They were using them to add to bull. Facts. All of this is a setup. That's why I'm saying there's no complete bull, man. Because when you have so many flaws in one breed, nah, that's not complete. You have to have a model with all of those traits, all of those standards in one. We don't have it yet. Are we closer? Are we getting closer? Yes, we are. But we're getting further away from health. We're getting further away from health. Further and further and further away from health. Just to create a proper dog. And people might think health is just breathing. No. We talking about functionality as well. Because your movement of the dog is very important to its quality of life, to its vigor. Can that dog see a squirrel or something blowing around in the backyard and run after it? because in its head it wants to, but his body is like, nah, B.
A lot of people, I talked to Demi Yang here and there a few times, and he was basically telling me, 'cause he's into training dogs, and I had an issue with a dog, and I was like, I'm gonna hit him up and see if he had any advice. And basically, a lot of people don't really understand like dog psychology. Dog psychology is where you'll start to understand what they want, what they need, the things that make them be active and excite their actual mental state, to the point where when you bring them home in the evening time, or you bring them in the house, they're pretty much satisfied. Um, when you ever take a dog on a walk on a leash, if you look at the dog, if you ever probably about 10 minutes into the walk and you look at your dog, you will notice they got their head down, eyes forward, and they've got a persistent trot. That trot and that look is a prey drive. I'm sorry, pack drive. That's where they move as a pack, and you're exciting his personality. He likes that. You're the alpha at that point. Those leash training is a big thing. Those leashes teach the dog who the alpha is. And like I said, when you look down and see the dog moving in pack formation beside you, he's locked in. He's enjoying himself. He's exercising his mental. And even with these bullies, if you walk these bullies and like you're supposed to, and you look at them, you'll see that they do the same thing. It's a trait that comes out of all of them. And for people to, this goes back to what we were saying earlier about these dogs being able to do certain things. That's a true indication that these dogs can be working dogs. You just have to fine tune these dogs so they can be that dog. There's no reason that no dog should be able to not run at all. There's no reason for it.
Not just not run, but not run functionally. Like
Correct.
I see where the pocket bully needs to pick it up, as the rare movement, man, is not there yet. They got strong rare, but the angulation, they got strong rares, but the angulation is off, which throws the movement way off, man. There's no locomotive movement with this dog. You know what I'm saying? So we all need to fix something. That's what I'm trying to. If I have a pocket, if I start breeding pockets, I want that pocket to be functional, or it's not going to be here. That dog's going to get fixed, and it's going to be given away.
I'll be right back.
So we've been on for 2 hours, man. I'm about to, what I'm about to play.
Play the roster joint.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna play right now. Man, thank y'all so much, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Again, man, please like, subscribe and share this video, man. It is free to like it, man. It is free to share. It is free to subscribe. I'm not on here begging for no money. I'm not on here begging you for anything. I know I should give this spiel in the beginning, and there's a lot of things that I have going on that I can try to sell y'all that I ain't even on that. I have treats, right? That I can actually do commercials on and be trying to hustle it on to y'all, but I'm not on that shit. I've been on here 2 hours. This is the first thing I said about my damn treats. So like I said, please like, subscribe, share this, man. If you love this breed, man, you love the discussion, you love what we're doing, you want us to continue on with this, your likes, your subscription, you sharing it means a lot, and it definitely helps with the algorithm and how the video is moved throughout YouTube and Facebook when you're sharing it. So it helps us out, man, over here, and it helps us the morale for us when we know that people are watching and people are understanding. And it's a good feeling when people message me and say, man, it's good to have you back. You know, that means a lot to me. You know, everybody wants to be missed. You know, people want to be missed when they're gone. They want their presence to be felt when they're gone. That's just human nature, man. You know, and it's a beautiful thing when you have a group of people that's like, yo, hurry up, man. You know, whatever you're going through, man, we hope people reaching out to you, seeing if you're good, you know, so you can get to this point right here. Right. And I just like to thank y'all. There's a lot of y'all that I've actually spoken with that's pulled me out of dark situations, you know, just by your encouraging messages. That's helped me. And I appreciate that. And for all my bullshitters, from all my no bullshitters, I'm sorry. For all my bullshitters, don't come on here. For the bullshitters, don't come on here. We don't need you here. But for my no bullshitters, all right? For my no bullshitters, y'all know what time it is.
You're in the mix with DJ Joey Duval on the ones and twos.
Comment section. Light them up if you got it. Y'all make this platform, y'all. Love y'all, man. I hope y'all teams win today, man. My team sucks, man. But football coming up. I'm glad we could be the people to waste your time. Yo. Shout out to all y'all kennels, y'all programs.
Tomorrow on the yemi, I do his family, it bring grace sorrow. On a quick, somebody go call it, on a people quick. I old one must get in your people quick. Somebody go call it, on a people quick. I jump and must get in ya. Cause them a push themselves, and I go like them right. One of the only corners and don't come in on the line. Coughing me sound really out your eyesight. We are shocked, we are sing, we boom your light and the mic. Put you on the map, we are the people's guys. On a quick, somebody go call it, on a people quick.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah. Let me see what else I got over here that I mixed up.
With the heat that's making your body move.
This is a good one. This ain't a good one. Yeah. Y'all light them up, man. Football getting ready to start another hour. Yeah. I like to thank my host, Pedigree. Yeah. He's really helped me with this comeback right now, man. Yeah. I appreciate that. Let's ride. Yeah.
Armed and dangerous. too many can bang with us. Straight up, we no angel dust. Label us notorious. Drug ass niggas that love of us. Explain to us, y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling. How much wrong with mandolins and violin? We just sitting here trying to win, trying not to sin. High off weed and oxygen. So much smoke, need oxygen. Steadily counting Benjamins. Nigga, you should too if you knew what this game would do to you. Been in this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So called beef with you know who. Both of you females, stars or two. Then I blue like my shit. Not to be fucked with. Motherfucker better duck quick. Cause me and my dogs love the buck shit. Fuck the luck shit, skip the aim. No aspirations to pick the game. Spit your game, fuck your shit. Grab your gap, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got to like one. All them niggas, I got to fight one. All them hoes, I got to like one. My situation is type one. What you wanna do? Fight or run? Seems to me that you be going to big nigga, that's so lead.
We gonna have Atlas Hammond on this bitch. We gonna show y'all where them new breeders, where they mama should be at.
Doesn't it seem odd to you? Big come through with mobs and crews, good fellas down to the roof up dude. Who's the killer? Me or you?
We ain't gotta think the same. Man, but we have to align, man. Let's get it.
7 a.m. broken them running with Kenny caffeine and green and no dose. Pop a couple of dope that I ripped up. Nigga, rest the clean, nigga clean. Keeping my temple and I do get sentimentally stern with my instrumentality and hit it, especially for your T and the 45 and D will be in between the scenes. Destroy your brains, you willing to die. We'll see. How many beats for the cold to see we mean? Mug, mode, trying to be perfect. Disciples with a survival tongue of a double-edged sword. 6 rivals spitting fire. It's the real truth, bitch. Breaking up the lies, my massage. Better be ready for Armageddon. Shit is wild, it's wild. Bless the child. That whatever came from there. Put in positions over the bed. All that I had to do was stay. Test me now. Contend never else I run. None of pretend. Pick up my pen and my run. None of my trusted friend. Hey, open the lab, see it for real. We all suited. Beg my pardon in the morning. Maybe we ain't marching. We're shooting and they're recruiting. There's a football. Every day in the ghetto. We start them up there and get them a bottle of pen and pen to get the level. Keep it together. To the doom, they shot a burn. Never good back in the gun. Been feeling that nerve. This fuck when I'm broke as fuck. Send me that bounce first one. Up into my bed. Cause I gotta get my mask and shell to put in the 12 gauge. All up, get them all off. Nigga, y'all off. Nigga, all off. Get the nigga called off. But the bottom, my leather face swimming and nigga in the club. Then the more up with the falling in love. And bitch, I'm just stepping with bucking them guys. That's fucked up. Now let me get up with the grime. Gotta go purchase a dime. Put in the state to get over the crime. Smoking the reaper to ease my mind. Switch some wine. Stepping up with the rocks. But willing to stir it. I'm dumb and sick. Gotta fuck on down if it come back talking like me. Make me money. Tugging with me. That's leaders a leader and look at what niggas ain't got shit. But it's all up. I'm gonna get pistol now. Who did it get red? Nigga like me feeling for them 3 leaves. But I ain't had no dough. Gotta make some money. So I'm making my dumb and rocks if I go broke. It's on it, big it, big it. 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 Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get out, get out, get out. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get out, get out, get out. Yeah. Little light hat coming in the form of scripture. Finna get your head, you wouldn't mind it. Dropping down links, but I call it my gadgets. With automatic that is we spread that I love the glass, but I'm thinking not. There's another E4 telling me to do what I gotta do, so I up my pipe and nigga down tonight. And I'm always running for the boys in blue. Biggie boots on my ass now, trying to sell the phone to come on what's happening. Grab artillery, niggas start backing, cause the motherfucker try to give me an attack, and then it did him. Hit him right between the eyes, spot is wide. Wanna test the niggas size that it costs. Nigga fuck around with the wrong shit, jogging, move murdered all day, all day. They play the way and I'm on the run. I'ma call my boys to bring all the guns. Y'all niggas wanna have a little fun with number one. Red, 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 rum, 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 rum. Red, 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 rum, 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 rum. Red, 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 rum. It's gonna take it, take it. It's gonna ride it, take it. It's gonna ride it, take it. It's gonna take 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 it, take it. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get out, get out, get out. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get out, get out, get out. It's gonna take it, take it. It's gonna ride it, take it. It's gonna take 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 it, take it. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get out, get out, get out. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get out, get out, get out.